Hello, and thank you so much for joining us. For KREM 2 News at noon, I'm Christian Garza. Laura has the day off. Well, let's get started with a check of the forecast. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick joins us now from the Outdoor Weather Center on this gorgeous Friday afternoon. Thomas, is this the sort of weather that we're going to be seeing all weekend long, or what?
I think so, Christian. Did I detect perhaps a hint of jealousy that you're not anchoring the news right here from our Outdoor Weather Center? Don't worry, I don't blame you. It's absolutely stunning right now. Mostly sunny skies, maybe a few cumulus clouds way off in the eastern skies from my vantage point here, but absolutely beautiful. Upper 60s and some low 70s throughout the area as of the noon hour. Started out very cloudy earlier this morning with a just weak cold front passing through. Not even enough to give us any rain here in Spokane or even Coeur d'Alene, but there has been some moisture attached to it a little bit farther off towards the south. There are still just a few lingering showers, especially near Orofino, an area that has gotten by far the most rain so far today. But all this still looks pretty light via Doppler radar. So if you're around Lewiston to Orofino and maybe up towards Lookout Pass, you might still catch a stray shower here. But otherwise, skies have absolutely cleared out, especially from Coeur d'Alene and westward. We're in for basically a perfect day today, especially with that comfortable low humidity that is a signature of the inland Northwest in the summertime. How about the Father's Day forecast here? Already starting to look really nice for Sunday with high temperatures again hovering around that 80-degree mark. Looks about picture perfect, but I'm keeping an eye on some of the wildfires over Oregon, and if that smoke could be a player for these next couple days. So I'll have the latest update on that all coming up in my weather impact forecast.
Thank you, Thomas. And breaking news at noon. Within the last hour, Iran has launched a retaliatory attack towards Israel. A military official told CBS News that dozens of Iranian ballistic missiles were en route to Israel. This is new video of explosions over Tel Aviv. The action from Iran comes after Israel launched over 200 airstrikes on Iran. Israel says they are targeting Iranian nuclear facilities. Natalie Brand has a look at those first strikes and how the White House is reacting.
People in Israel are bracing for retaliation by Iran, stocking up on food and essentials.
I hope everything will be quiet. We want peace.
Israeli hospitals also prepared underground facilities after the country launched a wave of strikes overnight aimed at Iran's nuclear program.
Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says Israeli warplanes struck more than 100 targets and killed leading nuclear scientists and at least 3 top Iranian generals. Damage could also be seen in this residential neighborhood, with Iran's supreme leader vowing severe punishment. World leaders are calling for de-escalation, and the Trump administration stresses the U.S. was not part of the operation. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the top priority is protecting American forces in the region. President Trump on social media warned Iran it will only get worse unless they come to the negotiating table, saying Iran must make a nuclear deal before there is nothing left. Dan Raviv is a veteran journalist covering the Middle East.
What he put on Truth Social this morning means that he does see the Israeli airstrikes as a leverage on Iran. And he warned that more attacks are planned and they will be more brutal. That indicates that he is in on what the Israelis are planning.
Iran state media says Iran no longer plans to participate in nuclear talks with the U.S. that had been scheduled for this weekend. The U.S. still hopes to resume them. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Happening now, as of noon, Marines are set to take over protection of a federal building in Los Angeles. The National Guard is also remaining in LA, at least for now. The city has been the site of immigration protests for the past week. Now, we are also keeping an eye on the courts, where a federal appeals court temporarily halted a judge's ruling against President Trump's deployment of the troops. CBS News has an update from Los Angeles.
200 Marines are moving into Los Angeles to protect federal property and personnel, joining National Guard troops there. But the head of the military operation emphasized they will not participate in law enforcement activities.
As of today, we have had no soldier or Marine detain anyone.
The continued military presence comes after an appeals court temporarily halted a judge's ruling late Thursday that had ordered President Trump to return control of the National Guard to California's Governor Gavin Newsom.
He is not a monarch. He is not a king.
In a social media post this morning, President Trump thanked the appeals court for its decision. Protests over ongoing immigration raids started a week ago in Los Angeles and have since spread across the country.
Stop the raid! Stop the raid!
The Department of Homeland Security said Friday that 4 people escaped from an immigration detention facility in Newark, New Jersey, where demonstrators gathered Thursday night. According to internal government data obtained by CBS News, there were more than 56,000 individuals in ICE detention centers across the country early Friday. That's a record for the agency. Nidia Cavazos, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Closer to home this afternoon right now, there's an urgent search to find 2 missing teens who were last seen on Spokane's South Hill. 16-year-old Caleb is on the right and 15-year-old Gage is on the left. They have not been seen since yesterday morning near Ferris High School. If you see them, call 911. Across the Northwest today, the family of the 3 girls murdered in Chelan County set a day and time for their memorial service. It's happening next Friday, June 20th at 7 p.m. at the Rocky Beach Park north of Wenatchee. Organizers are asking those attending to wear purple, pink, or green in honor of the girls. They are also asking that you bring your own candle. In the meantime, law enforcement in Chelan County think they are closing in on Travis Decker. He is charged with killing the 3 girls who are his own daughters. Turning now to wildfire news. New fire restrictions are in effect today in both Oregon and Washington. Fireworks and exploding targets are prohibited on federal lands. Fires are not allowed outside approved campgrounds. You shouldn't drive motorized vehicles on non-developed roads, and smoking is prohibited while traveling in timber, brush, or grass areas. Out in Idaho, IDL stopped issuing burn permits for the Micah Fire District. Well, this weekend is the Spokane Pride Festival. There will be a ton of fun activities for everybody. Pride kicks off tonight with a party at Riverfront Park. There'll be music and dancing and giveaways. The party starts at 5 and runs until 9 tonight. Then tomorrow is the Pride Parade. That starts at noon in downtown Spokane. Let's show you a map of the parade route. It's happening by Riverfront Park. The parade will start at Washington Street and Spokane Falls Boulevard, down Main Street, then Howard, and end on Post. So if you're heading downtown tomorrow, maybe be prepared for some of those road closures. Now, after the parade, there will be a festival at Riverfront Park at 1 p.m. There will also be a dance party and shows Sunday morning at 10 a.m. There will be a cleanup party for Riverfront Park as well. Now, for more information on Pride events, just check out our website, KREM.com.